Hello, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome to Tribe Under 10. Now, avid listeners will know that we invite guests from all over the world to share their thoughts about our favourite subjects: health, wealth, work, lifestyle, and relationships. And today we have a phenomenal guest to talk about the topic of inclusion.
And I get the pleasure of introducing the amazing Anna Brown. There are a lot of different things that I would love to say about Anna, but one of my favorite things is her career path. She started as a critical care nurse and was that for 12 years, and then she changed gears. She earned her law degree and became a corporate attorney. And it's in that space that she became a leader, an educator on the topic of inclusion. She has co-authored a book called Diversity in Action, a manual for diversity professionals in law. Today, she leads this effort in a comprehensive healthcare organization that's 82,000 strong called Mass General Brigham. And she's the Chief Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Officer there. And it's no surprise to us that she's been recognized in the past by the New York City Bar Association for all her work in inclusion. Please join me in welcoming Anna Brown.
Thank you, Antoinette. I'm so excited and thrilled to be here today.
I want to kick off with the first question because
Sure.
everybody talks about diversity, equity, inclusion. And I'm really curious from your point of view and in your work, when we talk about DE&I, how do you frame that in the work you do?
Thank you, Julia, and to you, Antoinette. I really do appreciate being here. And so there's lots of questions, particularly recently around diversity, equity, inclusion, and a lot of assumptions that are made about what this work represents. And I think the way I like to approach it is that let's not make any assumptions about the work. Let's be curious about it. And so, for some, DEI is code for one particular type of work. For me, it really is talking about particularly in the workplace, which is how I am working in this space, is how are we all coming together? That diversity really means about differences, right? All of us. It's about all of us. When we think about what is equity, access, opportunity, and inclusion is how are we all coming into the space to drive a culture in which everyone feels they can be their best selves and do their best work. And so that's how I think about it. And what I invite others to do is to just be curious about that. What is it? What is my role in that? How does that impact the culture that and my contributions toward that culture?
And can we just dig a little bit deeper in sense
Sure.
of, I'd love to kind of understand what it is you do to drive and support that kind of curiosity that you're hoping to nurture.
So I think in the workplace that sometimes DE&I is associated with just one particular aspect of difference, and in the United States, sometimes that's a focus on race. What we're thinking about, and the way I approach this, is that, as I said, it's about all types of differences, and difference, where you have difference, you and kind of bringing people from different cultures, different experiences. The fact is we're all diverse, right? We all bring our unique experiences and who we are into the workplace. Now, what we have oftentimes is associating that with underrepresentation. And so we do have groups, around the world, depending on where you are, we have groups that are underrepresented in the workplace. And that is a lot of the work that we focus on. But in broader terms, I think what we're focused on is, how are we looking at those challenges in terms of underrepresentations, and other aspects of inclusion in terms of how we're interacting with each other, how we're making sure that we are enjoying and benefiting from the diversity of our workforce, so that it's a richer and more exciting and innovative workplace and environment. And so we're really working towards having more, not towards having less, which sometimes there's some confusion about.
So, Anna, on this age, we particularly look at women over 50. And I'm curious, in the work you do, what are you noticing about women over 50 in the workplace?
Thanks, Antoinette. Certainly, I noticed there are more of us. And one of the reasons I noticed that is because we tend to notice our own groups. And so perhaps I didn't notice it when I was in my 20s, but I certainly do notice it now. I think it's fantastic that women are working longer. And I'm I believe there is data that supports that. So that's fantastic. The second thing I might mention is that for the first time, certainly in my lifetime, we have 5 generations of people in the workplace, right? From Gen Z through the group that's kind of like they call the boomers and above. So that's really exciting, and the different experiences and lens that they bring into the workplace is exciting. I think it's innovative, and I just think of myself. I have 2 daughters in their 20s, and when we kind of sit around the dining room table or the evening dinner, and the types of conversations that we have, it's really amazing in terms of how we see it differently, and we really do. But I think we learn from each other, and that makes it fun and exciting.
One of the things that I've observed from having met a number of D&I executives is it's hard work. It is daily work, and I'm really curious to hear from you about what do you do to stay focused, to stay vibrant, and to really continue your energy. Clearly, you've got stacks of energy. How? Tell us the secret.
The secret? I don't know about a secret, but I can tell you what works for me. And so I've tried lots of different things, and certainly 2 things. One is I enjoy what I do, and I think that when you have joy in your work, it feels different. And so I feel so fortunate to enjoy the work. Second is I have what I call my board of directors. So I have a group of friends, and having a chance to come together with them. And these are women who are all over 50 in the workforce, and we're now doing different things, but at one point we all actually did one thing together, and now we're all at different points in our lives, and that's really fun. We enjoy each other's company, and I love getting their feedback on things. And the third thing that I've done for the past couple of years is I learned to box. And that was really fun for me because you have this thing like, well, what does a boxer look like? And you're not going to think of me, okay? Let me tell you. But, but it's what I learned was not only, kind of like how you do it and, kind of the techniques, but when you're boxing, but you also learn how to take a punch. And so it's been fun, and it really is a way of kind of reducing stress. And I think that it's nice for me. So all of those things are full.
I think the line of the day is you have to learn how to take a punch. I'm loving that. I'm just loving that right there.
It's true. Because if you don't, right, you won't know how to move, right, unless how to duck.
Anna Brown, I'm really curious. What rules have you ripped up since the age of 50?
I hope all of them. Quite frankly. Okay. So it's so nice to not feel that there is a particular path that you have to take, but that you create your own path. And I see so much of that, right? I see, particularly again with women over 50, they're doing amazing things, and it's phenomenal, and creating their own path. And so I hope to do that, right? To continue to create my own path, and to not feel that at a certain point certain things have to happen. And that we still have a lot to contribute, and the best is always still yet to come, and there's a lot of things to do, and there are no limits. And so I find that exciting, is that the rule book is there is no book. We are writing it as we go along, and so that's exciting and different for women today, and so many more opportunities. And I think an appreciation for having the contributions of, in particularly women and people over 50, recognizing that there is a lot that can be learned from this group, and appreciating the experience that comes with that. Also that I think as a population, as a cohort, we still need things in terms of mentors. I mean, many times we're the mentees, but we can always use a mentor ourselves, right? In terms of learning new things, doing new things, kind of reflecting. And so this is a constant state of learning, and at every stage it's important. And there's still, I think, a lot of learning as we go, even for those most experienced colleagues in the workplace.
Anna Brown, inclusion expert and collaborator. Thank you. Thank you for making the time to join us on this age. We're so grateful for all your thoughts and your experiences. It was wonderful to have you.
Thank you. I'm really honored to be here and love this. I love this. It's been great.
All our tribe, thank you as always for watching. Please don't forget, follow, subscribe, post, tell us what you think, and tell us who you'd like to come on Tribe Under 10. Until next time, goodbye.